So let's start with our top-down analysis, shall we? But I like, as I continue to scale in here, I do like the way that this would look if price were to, we got, 9 minutes before macro, 20 minutes left in this hour in opening range. It would not bother me whatsoever for price to come down, trade below yesterday's low, and then we see price displace back into the range and we can get a long opportunity. But yeah, I'm liking the way that this could shape up here. If we have us running yesterday's low here on NASDAQ, look at ES quickly. Okay, ES is already running it. So if anything, we have an SMT divergence at the low at the moment. And then would be looking at this move down as more of a Judas swing for the morning here in opening range. Like I said, let's see if it holds. Macro is not for a few more minutes yet. Obviously, first target would be these recent highs. Where am I? What am I doing? But this is where I'd want to see price go target. Recent high is 130 points away, so we're moving here. Oh, we're moving, boys. Macro in about 90 seconds. Let me go ahead and pop that 15-second right back open, shall we? Holy shit. Will you fucking relax, market? Like, what do you want me to do with this? Bruh. Daddy, chill. Looking at this 15, like, this is the stuff that worries me. Like, entries like this, I mean, you see me take a couple of these, but it's not that I really don't like to be honest. I kind of don't like to take them. Like, the thought process would be institutional order flow entry, Joe. We just come down, tap into the most recent fair value gap, and then we just continue flying. Well, then you miss the move. But, like, it's tough. Because it's like you take that entry, it's like, man, where do I, you have to view all this as a breakaway, and just, I guess, keep your stop here. But then look where your stop goes in reference to this 1 minute. You feel me? Just a little bit like, yeah. It's I mean, it's either that or you go, 60-point stop, put it at the low. Like, come on. I don't know. Let's see if price can come down one more time and grab this low here on the 15-second, tap into that 1 minute fair value gap. If so, could look to grab my long entry here, put my stop below. I might give it a little room here, something like that, like a 28-point stop. But yeah, looking for highs now. I mean, SMT bullish SMT held, definitely displacement back up. So now can we get offered an entry here or not? Or was this going to be all she gave? Hopefully not. But yeah, taking this entry is going to be okay. I'm going to grab that entry right there, boys. I'm going to put my stop loss below this 1 minute fair value gap candle with the expectation and hope the price leaves this lower gap open and we don't trade back down to it. Reality is, I would think if we do come back down here, there's a good chance price just does flush and continue lower. But buying the stops below this little 15-second low inside a 1 minute fair value gap. And now the question becomes, when do we want to take that risk off? I would like to think that price wouldn't come back, but then again, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If I take my stop to break even now and I get stopped at break even, let's say price makes one last little like swipe down for these equal lows that it put in, and then I miss the move, I'm damned if that happens. But then again, if price just tanks after running these little short-term highs and I take a loss, well, then that sucks too. So I'd like to give it a little bit more room here. I'm hoping that we can trade above this fair value gap and close. Like, if my thought process in the moment is like, if we can inverse this gap, I'm going to take my risk off because, well, I wouldn't want to see it reclaimed. But until we trade through here, I feel like I should give it some room. This is what I'm thinking at the moment, boys. So God, I don't like that. I'm going to take the risk off now, boys. I'm not going to, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting spooked out a little early. I know we didn't quite inverse here, but I'd hate to see this thing keep wicking these highs and then fail to break this gap and we just sell right off. It's taking a while here. Got like 9 minutes left in this macro. If worst case scenario, if price does come down and run this little low out, and then we turn around and keep displacing higher, I could always hop back in. So, but yeah, we're fucking pissing around right here for a little longer than I'd like. Let's see this thing go now. Okay, so I want to keep an eye on ES here. Looks like ES is catching up pretty quick. And really, you're looking at this 930 high. I'm going to set an alert on ES. Almost there, boys. We're almost there. We're hitting the 930 high right now, I think. Yeah, right here. Hope that's not all she has. Partial if you can. We're so close on ES here. Back in New Day opening gap. Oh, it's tough. Oh. Call me a bitch, dude. Call me a bitch. Listen, if it was an XFA, I'd do it. I'd hold it. But call me a bitch. I took it off. It took too long, man. We took too long. Took too long. But anyway. Yeah, nice little trade there. I tried, boys. I tried to stay strong. I tried. But it was a nice little over 50-point move. Entered 901. Got out at 59, so 58 point, almost 59 point little trade there. One mini contract. But you know, I definitely don't want to get too I don't want to get too, like, I don't want to say greedy, I guess, but overzealous maybe would be the term, because we did take this, the high that we put in from 930 open generally is very sensitive. You got to think it's opening range. You got opening range high and low. So the first 30 minutes of market open, you got the high here and you got the low basically that was put in here. And a lot of times what you will notice, not obviously nothing's 100%, but what you will see somewhat often is where we take out opening range high that first 30 minutes and then take out the low, right? Or vice versa. So the fact that we traded above this and then we're slowing up along with being in the New Day opening gap. Mental capital is also capital, yeah. Hey Tyler, what do you think about the dodgy ICT blowing up his account and not accepting the challenge from Patrick Whelan? Yeah, I actually made a post about it last night on my YouTube community tab here. You can go check that out if you want. But yeah, basically, I would say I'm just, you know, obviously grateful for the value that ICT has provided to the trading world. Obviously, I trade his concepts because I believe in the concepts and I believe that they work. And I believe anybody that's paid attention to ICT concepts at all, whether they like them or not, you know, you can definitely see that the models and the concepts repeat and that there's opportunity to be successful as a trader using the ICT concepts. So at the end of the day, like, obviously that's what's most important. Now when it comes to, I guess, his personal behavior, his, you know, tendency to make really bold claims, say he's going to do something and then obviously just not deliver on it. That makes me lose some respect, just because I just don't respect anyone, regardless of who it is. I don't, trader or not. Like, I just don't respect people who say one thing, do another. You know, I'm really big on do what you say you're gonna do, right? Don't say you're gonna do something and then just fucking totally flake out on it, or, you know, don't take any accountability if it doesn't go the way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no accountability. There's no, I just don't respect that. I really think your word means something. So for that reason, I don't like that and I don't respect that. But I wouldn't get too caught up in the whole, like, does ICT make money? Does he not? Whatever. I mean, who gives a shit? Like, if he makes $0, if he's ever made $0 from trading, if he's lost money from trading in total, if he's made millions of dollars from trading, like, you know, it's not going to change your bills or your bank account at all. You know, if you see yourself being able to have an edge with trading ICT concepts, then fucking go crazy, right? That's really all that matters. If you see yourself having a better edge not using ICT concepts and using something else, also, that's great. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, I guess, what you're trading, because all strategies, I believe, can work in the hands of the right person, you know, treating it the right way. Proper discipline, risk management, all that fun stuff. So that's what I would say, man. But, you know, I would say for me personally, I never could get behind the random, quote unquote, logic of other strategies, you know, whether it be EMAs or whether it be stochastic, RSI, overbought, oversold type shit. Even like VWAP. I view VWAP kind of as like a weird little, it's just another exponential moving average in my opinion, in a way, but all of them can work. But to me, I just don't like the logic behind it. I like the logic of liquidity pools, you know, reversals coming from liquidity pools, just, you know, stopping traders out, triggering breakout traders into the market, then reversing on them, trapping them long or short, you know, imbalance in the market. It all makes sense to me. You know, the market is not moving ever at random for no reason. It's moving with an intention on purpose to seek and destroy liquidity and rebalance. You know, that's what I believe. So I think the concepts and the logic really resonate with me. But yeah, I would definitely like it, you know, if when he makes these bold claims, and he obviously likes to talk a lot of shit, which is fine. Like, talk as much shit as you want. Just don't, you know, just deliver on what you said you were going to do. It's really not that hard.